think possible. But if you've already declared bankruptcy and have missed this opportunity, you'll want to cover your ears now. Here it is. Right now, the company that has resolved more credit card debt than anyone in the U.S. may be able to settle your debt too. You could resolve your debt with one low monthly program payment. If you call right now and qualify, Freedom Debt Relief will show you how low your monthly program payment could be for free. Call now. 1-800-600-2147. That's 1-800-600-2147. If you're struggling with debt, this could be your answer. And the bigger your debt, the more money you could save. To find out for free how much of your hard-earned money Freedom Debt Relief could help you save, call now. 1-800-600-2147. 1-800-600-2147. 1-800-600-2147.
Napa Know How.
That's not heavy metal music or the sound of a stray cat fight. It's your car's not-so-subtle way of saying, head to Napa for new brake pads and rotors and get up to a $50 rebate by mail. So don't confuse for anything other than new brakes and $50 back by mail. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know How.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 5/31/17.
You can listen on the go. Find us on iHeartRadio, 660 AM. The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. How you doing? My name is John David Wells, and I just put the radio broadcast live on the air. That's right. I know you've been sitting there going, well, what were you doing for the last hour? Yeah. Here's the way this works. I'm now running the video. Well, yeah, I'm running the video now. I put it up there. Some moron over the weekend changed the location of the sign. The one right back here. Morons.
Well, that was you.
I didn't do that. Somebody else did that. I don't know who does that. I mean, why would someone change the location of my sign? It's carefully positioned. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Where am I? Oh, yeah.
Radio.
Whoa. What? I'm sorry. What were you saying, Executive Producer Vicky Stifer? What?
Stacy called in and wanted to know, do certain intel organizations leak to particular papers, even though it's illegal? I mean, what's the kind of route? Like, she had heard the Washington Times get stuff from the FBI.
Okay, so here's the way this works. The question is, Stacy asked, the question is, do various intel officials, because various intel agencies do not have favorite papers, but various intel agents inside those agencies do have favorite papers. There are only a couple of circumstances where they would even speak to the newspaper, okay? And in this particular case, they would speak to the newspaper because they know they're not spilling anything that is classified. And you're saying, well, now, wait a minute. They're saying that the president is spilling stuff that's classified. No, that's not what they're saying. What the agency is saying is that the president is talking about this particular subject. And the newspaper is making up the fact that it is unbelievably, it is just unbelievably classified. It is so classified, we can't even talk about it. Unless, of course, unless I give it to my friends at the New York Times and Reuters and all those other news agencies. And the thing about it is that the papers themselves, if indeed some agent of an intelligence agency is giving them the information, the American official that we're talking about here, whoever that person happens to be, everybody knows it's not classified. Everybody knows that it's no longer classified if it ever was classified. And the reason that the actual information is no longer classified is because Europe changed their policies regarding electronic devices on aircraft. ISIS isn't stupid. If ISIS figures out how to get a bomb on an aircraft and uses a computer and then finds out that you can't get computers on aircraft any longer, that means that someone in their organization spoke. See, ISIS is not nearly as stupid as the people in the Washington Post think you and I are. We're not that stupid. But the Washington Post, knowing full well that the New York Times isn't going to call them on it, Reuters isn't going to call him on it. Nobody's going to call him on this obvious farce except me. And the people who listen to this radio broadcast and tell the hosts of their particular radio stations what I said the other day. You'll hear some of it on Fox tomorrow. I guarantee it. Some of my analysis will be what other people are saying tomorrow. It's the way it works. It's okay. I want people to get this. I want people to understand this. Because this is gobbledygooky crap. And you need to know it. And the reason that you need to know it is because you need to support this president. The Republicans are not going to do it. They hate him. The Democrats are not going to do it. They hate him. The leftist, progressive, anti-American political thugs who are so absolutely foaming at the mouth, rabid over this guy, they're showing you all of their cards. All you have to do is open your eyes and realize that this is an anti-American fifth column right here in the United States. They hate the Constitution. They hate the Bill of Rights. They hate the free vote. They hate Donald Trump. They hate everything having to do with America. And that's Hillary Clinton and all of her buddies and President Obama and all of his buddies, all the people that just got thrown out of office comprehensively because the American people were tired of being lectured to because, well, you're too stupid to be able to buy your own health care, so the government's going to do it for you. You're just too dumb to be Americans, so obviously, and if you weren't too dumb, you would have never elected Donald Trump. So everything that we've ever thought about how stupid you are, proven true, because you picked somebody that we don't like. And that's all there is to it. And all of this deep state nonsense, this deep state nonsense, this is all leftist progressivism run amok. And one by one, these people are getting tossed out of power. James Comey. James Comey was not a great practitioner of leftist progressivism, but John Brennan was. James Clapper is. They're real good at it. And whoever this person is that's sitting right next to Donald Trump, probably right now, that's spewing to the Washington Post, that person is. Because that person has got President Trump believing that he's not a deep state operative when he actually is. Or her, whoever that is. They'll make a mistake. They will. That's what rabid foaming at the mouthism does to you. You just make a mistake. We'll find out who this person is. There's an interesting story coming out now about Michael Flynn. And by the way, let me expand on why we're doing this. Why is it so important that the Washington Post hang President Trump, hang some sort of charge that he gave up absolutely top secret information? Why is it that the Washington Post wants to get Donald Trump tarred with that charge? Because James Comey got fired as the FBI director. Who's protecting Hillary Clinton now? The Washington Post is protecting Hillary Clinton now. And what they have to do is they have to besmirch Donald Trump's reputation. Because they've got to say, oh, well, Donald Trump gave away sensitive information. Because guess what? The next FBI director may be a cop. He may actually live up to the ideal that says the FBI does not play politics. We follow these investigations to where they end up. And the Washington Post knows full well, based on the information that's available, that if indeed the FBI picks up this information again, finishes the investigation, and turns it over to a federal grand jury, Hillary Clinton is going to court. They know it. This is all basically a preemptive strike against Donald Trump. That's all it is. That's what we have. They also, by the way, are trying to protect this story about the Russian ambassador, and they shot themselves in the foot again today. Former National Security Advisor, this is from the Washington Post. Former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn was warned by senior members of President Trump's transition team about the risks of his contacts with the Russian ambassador weeks before the December call that led to Flynn's forced resignation. This, according to current and former U.S. officials. Again, these current and former U.S. officials. The former U.S. officials are anti-Trump people. People who hate Donald Trump and anybody associated with Donald Trump. So half of their sources are suspect. The other ones are deep state spies that they won't name. This is not reliable. This is all fake journalism. It's fake news. Flynn was told during a late November meeting that Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak that his conversations were almost certainly being monitored by U.S. intelligence officials. That caution came a month before Flynn was recorded discussing U.S. sanctions against Russia with Kislyak, suggesting the Trump administration would reevaluate the issue. That's okay. Because remember, Flynn had nothing to do officially with the Trump administration at that time. In fact, there wasn't a Trump administration. He was a private citizen working on his own. He was going to be a national security advisor, but wasn't yet. And what President Obama did was put a bear trap out there with all these last-second sanctions against Russia. And Russian officials, Kislyak, brought it up in a conversation. Could it be that Sergei Kislyak is another one of these deep state guys that really, really liked President Obama and wanted to do his part to be able to hurt President Trump by getting rid of Michael Flynn, who is a no-nonsense, sees it clearly kind of guy who would probably, well, stop the Russians from doing things that the Russians wanted to do? Could that possibly be it? So Flynn, and this is the way I feel must be the case, Flynn said, I'm not going to talk to him about anything important anyway, so it doesn't make any difference whether we're being overheard. And he wasn't. But so what ended up happening is they brought up the fact, yeah, we will probably reevaluate those things after Trump is sworn into office. That's what this is all about. That's this horrifying thing that Mike Flynn did. That's why I hate this guy. We're going to get him. And then what I suspect is that Michael Flynn, when he was brought up with Mike Pence, I am reasonably sure he thought there couldn't possibly be anything that if that's what they're going to hang me with, it's so trivial it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And maybe he just said, oh, no, that had nothing to do with anything. And then he realized, wait a minute, no, that did have something to do with it. I'm sorry. I got that wrong. Well, that was a lie. And in this, we're going to screw you any way we can climate in Washington, D.C., especially where the Trump administration is concerned. And the Republicans aren't going to help Donald Trump. They're not. Out goes Michael Flynn. And so what ends up happening is that the Democrats have one more piece of evidence, self-manufactured evidence that there's obviously something going on with the Trump administration and the Russians. By the way, did you notice? I brought this up a while back. Kislyak was going from one Trump official to another. Jeff Sessions introducing himself, saying hi at public events. Kislyak is working for the Democrats. Well, more appropriately, the anti-American leftist progressive thugs. Kislyak is working with them. And that's how all this got That's how all this got started. Hey, Kislyak, you want to do us a solid? Maybe we can get something to you down the road. So Kislyak is the main server in this one. Isn't that wonderful? Robert in Denton, welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. You know, I'm really watching Mike Pence on this too. And you said something that I was thinking about the Republicans not helping him, helping Donald Trump. Mike Pence, I'd like to see him come out during a Spencer White House press briefing and say, you think you don't like dealing with Donald Trump? You try and deal with me. We are going to build a wall. We are going to push up against these countries. We are going to do the things that we need to save this country. I'd like to see Mike Pence come out strongly and let the media know that they don't want him to become president, that they better figure out a way to get along with Donald Trump.
I could not say it any better myself. You're exactly right, Robert. And I suspect that probably at the midterm elections, the Republicans will finally get the religion that the people of the United States have left them behind. And only they have got to choose to either continue being left behind or get in the game. This is the Wells Report.
Hey, it's Mark Davis and my friends at Walker Air Conditioning and Heating, and welcome to spring in Texas, where we run our AC every day, which means this news is great from Trane and Walker AC. If you purchase a new Trane qualifying system, you can get a trade allowance of $1,000 or choose 0% financing for 60 months with the Wells Fargo Home Project credit card. See Walker AC and Heating for details. 888-653-0051 for finance details about credit costs and terms. Regular APR $28.99 for newly opened accounts. APR may vary, subject to credit approval. Offer expires 5/31/2017. So spring is here, and that means it's already hot. Could be the best time to have Walker AC and Heating inspect your system to keep it running at peak performance. If your system doesn't need repair, that's what they'll do. If it's time for a new system from Trane, that's what they'll do. Give them a call. I trust them. I love them. It's my AC company. 972-4-WALKER. 972, the number 4-WALKER, or WalkerAC.com. Walker Air Conditioning and Heating and Trane, because it's hard to stop a train.
Earnings vary based on your effort. Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in Dallas-Fort Worth? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. Dallas-Fort Worth is a perfect market for my system, and next week, I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, call 1-800-897-4400. Seating is extremely limited. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals Guide. That's 1-800-897-4400. That's 1-800-897-4400.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, get no money, no credit financing, team up with local investing partners to make money while learning about the business, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local DFW area real estate investors that are just getting started or taking it to the next level. Come join the largest real estate investor network in Texas. We meet on Tuesday, May 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine. And you can register to attend for free by calling 800-717-3320. This month's topic is how to analyze a real estate deal in 10 minutes or less. Call 800-717-3320. Write it down. That's 800-717-3320 to attend any of our upcoming meetings and receive a valuable Texas real estate training program for free. Brought to you by the DFW Real Estate Investment Association.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. I've told you a lot over the years about the life-saving information I've gotten from my friends at Viascan of Las Colinas. I want you to hear another Viascan success story from Chuck.
This is Chuck Prince. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I had heard your ads about Viascan. We did the full body scan, said, you have a mass here that you need to get checked out. Went back and see the doctor, and he said that I had kidney cancer. Did have the surgery. I'm now 5 years cancer-free. I owe it all to Viascan for finding that.
Isn't that great? And this is what I've had happen to me at Viascan of Las Colinas. I learn a lot. I stay healthier longer. Viascan of Las Colinas with the following great deal: heart scan and body scan. $695. It's thousands at local hospitals. $695 for a heart scan that'll see plaques and blockages in your heart, and a body scan that'll see if you got any little cancer setting up shop in places you don't want. 972-739-2840. 972-739-2840, or just Google Viascan.
Dallas, Fort Worth's home for stimulating talk. 660 AM, The Answer. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Jason in Flower Mound, welcome to the Wells Report.
JD, what I find is astonishing in this environment where information has been leaked like more holes in the Titanic,
right?
You know, whether it be WikiLeaks or the prior administration had absolutely no problem destroying people. Where's the information?
Exactly.
Where's all the collusion?
I want to know. I want to know where all the facts are. That's why when people say, you know, the FBI needs to investigate this, I go, yes, they do. And whenever and as soon as the FBI investigates this and they say officially what they say in private, which is there's nothing to this, then I want all those Democrats to quit. Every single one of them. I want every single one of them to resign, because obviously it was nothing more than a coordinated conspiracy of character assassination against the President of the United States. It is not impeachable. It's just lousy. It's just a lousy, rotten thing to do.
There can't be any more information. It's already locked in.
You know that. I know that. The Democrats, I'm sure, know that. But the thing about it is this, is that they get it because James Comey got canned. Two things have happened. One, the guy that makes the whole thing possible in the first place is gone. All the cover that they have out of the FBI is gone. Hillary's cover is gone. Everybody's cover is gone. So that's thing number one. Now what they have to do, they're screaming, they're trying to do as much as they possibly can to throw as much dirt into the air as possible, because the next FBI director has to solve three things. One, he has to do something about this Hillary server case. Got to do something about, because there was this huge investigation into the Clinton Family Foundation and the Clinton Global Initiative. That was announced right before the election. So those two things have to be continued, finished, resolved. Then they have to get to the bottom of this Trump-Russian collusion thing. They've got to get to the bottom of that. And when they get to the bottom of that, like I said moments ago, Jason, I want all these Democrats, like what's her name, Maxine Waters. I want Maxine Waters to quit, because she's just an anti-American thug trying to create problems for Donald Trump, the President of the United States, duly voted into office by we, the people of the United States. This ridiculous anti-American temper tantrum has got to stop. The people of the United States have spoken. Now, you either get on board with the rest of us, or just quit. Either way, the American people will have the country described in the Constitution by the words, we the people. Not we the politicians, not we the progressives, we the people. America first, Jack. This is the Wells Report.
The sale of the century is going on right now at the 3 Huffines auto dealerships in Plano. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime auto buying opportunity at Huffines Chevrolet, Huffines Hyundai, and Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Plano. As you know, Plano was hammered by the recent hailstorms, and with the insurance adjustments, Huffines can save you like never before. Save 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Chevy Silverados, 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Ram pickups, and 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Hyundai Elantras. Plus, all come with a full mechanical factory warranty. So pay less in Plano when you save 40% on select models at Huffines Chevrolet Plano and Huffines Hyundai Plano at Coit Road and Plano Parkway, and Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Plano at Ohio and Plano Parkway, or online at huffines.net.
Example stock number 7C1443, MSRP $46,720. 40% hail discount includes rebates $18,688. Sale price $28,032. Price excludes tax and fees. MSRP will vary with stock number. Offer is stock number specific. 212 available with this hail discount. See huffines.net for more info.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether to purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML mortgage banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
If you're over 40 and you find yourself living with a lack of energy or loss of stamina, you may be deficient in nitric oxide. Ever heard of nitric oxide? It's vital in our bodies. It signals our blood vessels to relax and expand, helping to increase circulation. Nitric oxide has been called the greatest discovery in cardiovascular medicine. But once we reach 40, our bodies don't make enough of it. Here's the good news. Scientists have discovered something that will help your body support healthy nitric oxide levels. Introducing Super Beets, a powerful concentrated superfood that you drink. It supports blood flow and oxygen to your entire body, giving your heart and cardiovascular system a boost. Super Beets helps increase your energy, stamina, and vitality. Dial ** Beets on your mobile phone now and get a 30-day supply of Super Beets for free with your first order, plus free shipping. You'll love the results you'll feel with your free bonus canister guaranteed. It's risk-free. Just dial ** Beets on your mobile phone now. Dial ** and the word BEETS.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Manzeri, co-owner of Statewide Remodeling. I keep talking about high-tech bath remodeling, and the phone keeps ringing with homeowners wanting more information. 90% of all bath remodelers use sand grout. It's sand, cement, and water. We know it's the first thing that fails in the wet area of your bathroom. It cracks with the least bit of movement. It grows mold and mildew, and when you try to clean it, you're just wearing it down. Statewide uses a proprietary product that has 4 main ingredients: Microban, which eliminates mold and mildew; latex for flexibility; Kevlar for strength; and a built-in sealant. We guarantee our grout for as long as you own your home. So when you think you're getting a great deal from the 2 guys in a truck you hired to do your remodel, I suggest you start saving up for when you'll have to do it again. Or you can call Statewide Remodeling and get it done right the first time. We offer 100% financing, and if you call for your free design consultation now, to celebrate our 23rd year in business, we're giving 23% off the price of the project. The number to call is 888-270-7095. That's 888-270-7095, or anytime online at statewideremodeling.com.
Consult your tax professional before investing. Let me ask you a question. Can you keep your 401k or IRA safe from the death of the dollar, continued rampant Fed spending, political corruption, and from the possible new Cold War with Russia? If you answered no, then listen up. We are Advantage Gold, the #1 rated gold IRA company in America by TrustLink. Fortunes are going to be made and lost over the next few months. It's time you took action. Over 50,000 people have requested our gold IRA investment investment guide to learn how to protect their retirement savings. Now it's your turn. Right now, we are giving away a free copy of our new Gold IRA Protection Guide to anyone with an IRA, 401k, or retirement account. Find out how quick and easy it can be to convert your retirement fund to gold. Just call 1-800-900-8000 right now, and we will help teach you how to keep your retirement savings away from the government and safe in your pocket. Just call today at 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Representatives are standing by. Call 800-900-8000.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. You're hearing tomorrow's front page on the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Reports. My name is John David Wells. John in Irving, thanks for joining us. Welcome to the show.
How you doing? My question is, where did America lose its values? Because when I was younger, I was born in 61 and grew up 70s and 80s. Where did America lose our values? Because at one point during my life, we were ashamed to take from the government.
Well, you have to understand something. First of all, Americans haven't lost anything. You see, you're confusing Americans with the media. And the media has been spewing all this garbage for so long, they actually believe their own BS. They actually portray the United States and the people in the United States as stupid losers that can't figure stuff out, like how to get a doctor to treat them properly. I mean, they honestly believe we're stupid. And that's because they've been telling us we were stupid for about 30 years. Now, we, the people of the United States, we don't really... I mean, Obamacare would have worked if the media and the way they treated us and the way they keep portraying us was true. But Obamacare fell right on its big butt. And the reason is because Americans don't think that way. So you got to remember that you're hearing about Americans from a bad source. And that's the mainstream media. And the reason it's a bad source is because they have no idea what we, the people, think. They call us Podunk USA. The President of the United States, President Obama, stands up there and says they cling to their guns and their Bibles. And they are afraid of what we in Washington are doing. We're not afraid of it. We're rereading our Bibles to make sure that we're doing the right thing when we take our rifles someplace where they will do the most good. The reason that everybody in the United States, and I mean everybody in the United States, went to a gun show and purchased a couple of AR-15s is because President Obama was the president. President Obama didn't want to do anything having to do with the gun lobby because he was America's greatest weapons salesman ever. Every time he brought up weaponry, people went down to the store and bought another AR-15. And the reason that people bought another AR-15 is because they were sure that the government was going to come after them. And why wouldn't they believe that? There's a couple in Wyoming who put a pond on their property and was almost forced to leave their own land by the EPA. How many bakers who refused to play the anybody can marry anybody game got run out of their own businesses? There's one in Oregon that's out of business now. And they theoretically owe the state $139,000. That case cannot get to the Supreme Court quick enough. And when that case gets to the Supreme Court, I want the state of Oregon to make those people whole. Give them back their business, give them back their money, and make sure that the state of Oregon pays them for all the years that they were out of work. The mainstream media wants you helpless. The government of the United States wants you helpless. They want you to think, and the thing about it is that, and once again, you're worried about where did America lose its self-reliance, John? Well, who's the president of the United States? The same people you're concerned about blew off Hillary Clinton and every other Democrat that ran. Blew them off. But the most significant thing is, not only did they blow off all the Democrats, they blew off all the Republicans. There were 16 Republican political superstars running for the presidency. The 16 most well-known Republicans ever. Jeb Bush, Rick Santorum. I mean, really good candidates. Rick Perry. Governors and just genius Republican politicians. But the American people said, screw you, we're not going there. You guys don't do what you say you're going to do. We're not going there. So the people you're worried about, John, are still in place. Look to your left. Look to your right. We're all here. I've talked about it for years. The great wisdom of the American people will eventually make itself known. And we are being taught the most important civics lesson in our lives. Every day that goes by, and this mainstream media attacks this president, every day that goes by is another nail in the coffin of leftist progressivism. They'll never recover when this one's over. It took them since the 20s to recover this time. The simple case of the matter is that the American people are aware because of this amazing ability to be able to hear other voices, to be able to go to your computer and zero in on anybody in America and what they think and what they believe. They are beginning to realize that Planned Parenthood is at the very center of a genocide against Black Americans. That Margaret Sanger is a Hitler-esque, bigoted villain. She's responsible for 55 million African-American deaths. 55 million. Now you think about that for a minute. This is the enlightened new world that the progressive left wants you to believe, that you are helpless and you are useless and you can't do anything. If you're like me, John, if you're a white American male who has a high school education, you are a bigoted, xenophobic, Islamophobic, homophobic, awful human being that has no right to even make a living. And if you are making a living and we are able to catch you, then we are going to ruin your life. That's all there is to it. Don't buy into the perverted notion that we, the people of the United States, have lost our way. It's just the people that report on the people of the United States. They're the ones who have lost their way. And they can't bear to think that they're wrong. And they are. They can't bear to believe that they're blind. And they are. They can't bear to believe that people are actually in love with this country and vice versa. They just can't believe it. How do I know that what I'm saying is true? You want some proof? You want some proof about what I'm saying is true? Hillary Clinton has launched a political group called Onward Together, whose express mission is to counter Donald Trump. How many times has Hillary Clinton lost the presidency? Twice. She's lost the presidency twice. She's been rejected by political newcomers twice. Remember, Barack Obama was a junior senator from Illinois who served, 2 years? Served 2 years. And blew past her and the Clinton political machine like she was standing still. She runs again against a complete unknown. A neophyte, a businessman, and loses that election. But the left simply can't believe it. The left cannot believe that that's what's going on. And so, the 2016 presidential failure formerly launched Onward Together, a political nonprofit group that she said is dedicated to advancing its progressive vision that earned nearly 66 million votes in the last election. Actually, 63 million votes because 3 million of them were fraudulent. The group is poised to help fund some of the organizations at the forefront of liberal efforts to push back on President Trump's agenda and to seize seats from Republicans in Congress. How are they doing so far? They've lost every election since Donald Trump took office. Every single election since Donald Trump took office has been lost by Democrats. And they're going to continue to lose. You know why? Because they keep going back to the same failed people who keep failing. The same failed policies. If you want to be called a bigot, strike up a conversation with a Democrat. It'll only take about 15 minutes. If you want to be called a homophobe, if you want to have your intellect questioned, just go hang out with a Democrat. Like I said, you'll only have to talk to them for about 15 minutes. They have nothing to say except that you're wrong, that you're intellectually defective. That you're a racist. That's all they have to say. There's nothing else for them to say. That's the big three. That's all they have in the playbook. You know, the first time you get racist, you know, your heart begins to pound and you get this feeling of butterflies in your stomach. And God, you know, the 10,000th time it happens, you go, gosh, it can't be. Can it be? The 100,000th time it happens, you go, you know what? I don't know why I'm worrying about this. I'm simply not a racist. And then you start saying, you know what? They should prove it. So the 1,000,000th time you're called a racist, you just say, prove it. I want you to prove how I have been willing to discriminate or suborn someone simply because of a physical attribute. Go ahead. And you know what happens after that? Blissful silence. God, I wish I'd known that sooner. You can actually get someone to shut up when you blow their argument out of the water simply by making them prove it. (866-660-5759) 866-660-5759. You're listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Hillary Clinton. Onward Together PAC. They are forming themselves specifically to damage Donald Trump. What would have happened? What would have happened if America had come together with with Americans Together PAC with a specific purpose of damaging President Obama's presidency. You know it never would have happened because it's a 501c3, right? The IRS would have never let the entire group get going. And yeah, somebody would have called everybody a racist. Seriously? Again? Can you call anybody else anything besides racist? I mean, really? Oh, yeah, xenophobe. Thanks. What else? You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
Do you have a family? Would you like to help make sure they'll be taken care of if anything were to happen to you? If you answered yes, you probably need life insurance. Now, do you think life insurance is expensive? If you answered yes to that too, you definitely need to give AIG Direct a call. We could find you $250,000 policy for just $14 a month, which means you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Call us now for a free, no-obligation quote. 1-800-400-6213. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how affordably we can help you protect your family. Call AIG Direct now for your free quote. 1-800-400-6213. You could save up to 70%. That's 1-800-400-6213. 1-800-400-6213.
Attention homeowners. Do you or someone you know have a house you'd like to sell? Hello, I'm Dan Franklin. I've been buying and selling real estate right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for over 20 years, and my process is simple. I'll pay you cash, and I'll pay you more. Just listen to what other people are saying after they called me to buy their house.
My name is Brent Patterson. Dan Franklin gave us $30,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan if you want more money for your house.
I'm Bill Mays. I made an extra $18,000 working with Dan.
My name is Brenda Griffin. Dan Franklin gave us over $15,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan.
Okay, now it's your turn. Would you like a higher cash offer? I'm Dan Franklin. I'll pay you cash and I'll pay you more. Call me today at 214-929-5555. That's 214-929-5555.
Here's Jerry, Utah Hall of Fame tennis player, talking about balance of nature.
When you get to be a senior, my age, almost 77, you lose a step here, you lose a little reflex, you lose a little timing. But the thing I've noticed since I've been on balance of nature, I'm just as perky as ever. I don't get tired, and it's a wonderful feeling. I can play 4 and 5 hours of tennis a day, and up to that time, I couldn't do that. It's wonderful to know that every day you can get the fruits and vegetables that you need to be taking. To me, it's just marvelous.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get the best offer they've ever given. 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
Credit drop. Recent 520.
It's hard to know what's up with your identity if you only get part of the story.
Of course, transactions, problem, account closure.
That's what happens when you rely on monitoring your credit to protect you from identity theft.
Charges, Vegas, Tuesday.
You might detect credit changes, but you can miss threats like a cell phone account or new loan in your name, or that your personal info is for sale on the dark web.
In particular, red flag. Bad.
Why not get a more complete story to help protect your identity? At LifeLock, we detect a range of identity threats, and if you have a problem, one of our US-based specialists will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock gives you more than you'll get from just monitoring your credit. Memberships start at $9.99 a month plus applicable taxes. Join now for 10% off. Go to LifeLock.com and enter promo code SMART. That's promo code SMART. LifeLock. More detection, more protection.
This is Martin Morin. I'm a veterinarian. I could not be more pleased by my experience with the three-step plan. My home-based business success rate has doubled overall, but lately, with more experience with Andy's system, my success has doubled again. Thank you, Andy Willoughby.
Hi, how in the world are you anyway? I'm Andy Willoughby, and I think the three-step plan could help you make extra money working from home. The three-step plan works like a mini franchise, using proven business techniques to get your business up and running. In just a few days, you could be working from the comfort of your own home. You could work part-time or full-time. You choose your own hours so you could work around family and church commitments. You will never have to miss a soccer game or school play again. You could actually be in charge of your own life. We'll teach you everything you need to know. You'll be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. To find out how you could make more money working from home, go to 3stepplan.com. That's 3stepplan.com. 3stepplan.com.
Listen to us live on iHeartRadio, 660 AM. The Answer. Isn't thinking so much more fun than getting yelled at? The Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759. Kim Jong-un supervised the launch of the Hwasong-12 missile, reached an altitude of 2,101 miles. I'm sorry, that's not correct. 2,111.5 miles. And then flew 787 kilometers. That's 489 miles, according to the state agency KCNA. The test was aimed at verifying the tactical and technological specifications of the newly developed ballistic rocket capable of carrying a large-size heavy nuclear warhead. North Korea warned the United States not to provoke it, saying the U.S. mainland and Pacific operations are within the range of North Korean missiles. Analysts called this North Korea's most successful missile test ever and a significant advancement in its quest to build a nuclear-capable intercontinental ballistic missile. Several nations have now requested urgent consultations on North Korea. A closed-door meeting is tentatively planned for Tuesday afternoon. The Japanese mission to the United Nations told CBS News the request for an urgent meeting was a trilateral request by Japan, the U.S., and South Korea. U.S. and China have been negotiating a new round of biting sanctions if further provocations were to occur. The question will be if the most recent missile test spurs the UN Security Council into action. Buckle your seatbelts. You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer. When can a traitor become a hero? Next on the Wells Report.
Hi, everybody. Dennis Gibbs here. You know, the boat guy. Talking about boats, boating, lakes, marinas, and, well, if it floats, we talk about it. The advice we give is the best you will ever hear. They call it expert advice. Between myself, Boating Royalty, Lake Level Ginger, and Brother Strick, you hear only intelligent talk. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. on 660 AM The Answer, the Big Boat and Outdoor Show, brought to you by DallasBoatsForSale.com.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. It has long been my pleasure to sing the praises of the Good Feet stores, America's #1 arch support experts, helping people walk better, feel better, work better, be happier, because they're out of foot pain. And those locations in Plano, Fort Worth, and South Lake are familiar to you. But open now in Waco, right in front of Cabela's off Loop 340. It's Good Feet's Waco location. So everybody within any kind of distance of a Good Feet location has instant access to people who are going to help your feet feel better, get you out of pain today so you can walk, work, travel, live the way you want, free of foot pain. It can often radiate upwards to leg pain, hip pain, back pain. Learn more at the goodfeetdfw.com website, goodfeetdfw.com, and then get on in there for the inserts that'll help you walk and work and travel and live life happily. Plano, Fort Worth, South Lake, and now in Waco, the Good Feet stores, goodfeetdfw.com, goodfeetdfw.com.
Ready and reliable, anytime, night or day. When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, that's when you need AAA. You go to AAA. AAA-Auger.com.
There's never a good time for water heater failure. Did you know that at AAA Auger Plumbing Services, we back our residential water heaters with a full 6-year warranty on both parts and labor. Additionally, we provide the first annual maintenance service at no extra charge. Better yet, because most water heaters can be repaired, AAA Auger's professional plumbers service and repair all makes and models. So call AAA Auger Plumbing Services 24/7 at 877-999-1979. That's 877-999-1979. If you need a plumber fast, call AAA Auger Plumbing Services. Some restrictions may apply. License M37445.
When your plumbing's got problems or your drains are clogged, go to AAA-Auger.com.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM, KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Carol McHugh. The administration denying a report in the Washington Post that President Trump revealed national security secrets during last week's closed-door White House meeting with Russia's foreign minister.
The story that came out tonight, as reported, is false. The president and the foreign minister reviewed a range of common threats to our two countries, including threats to civil aviation. At no time were intelligence sources or methods discussed. And the president did not disclose any military operations that were not already publicly known.
National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster. A Learjet crashed on approach to New Jersey's Teterboro Airport this afternoon. Richard Samuels works nearby.
We heard a loud boom, and then we came outside and saw black building smoke and flames on both buildings across the street from us.
Both crewmen aboard the jet were killed. There were no other injuries. Fox News, we report, you decide.
660 AM, The Answer. Listen on iHeartRadio.
You need a plan as you get closer to retirement. A plan that will take you from where you are now to the retirement you've always dreamed about. The first step on that path is to tune into Wealth Smart, Saturdays at 9 a.m. Your host is Reed Johnson, president of Lake Point Advisory Group. You only retire once, but Reed helps people retire every day. Don't miss Wealth Smart every Saturday at 9 a.m. or visit us at lakepointadvisorygroup.com for information on our free area stake dinner seminars and start working on your dream retirement now.
Hey, it's Mark Davis and my friends at Walker Air Conditioning and Heating, and welcome to spring in Texas, where we run our AC every day, which means this news is great from Trane and Walker AC. If you purchase a new Trane qualifying system, you can get a trade allowance of $1,000 or choose 0% financing for 60 months with the Wells Fargo Home Projects credit card. See Walker AC and Heating for details. 888-653-0051 for finance details about credit costs and terms. Regular APR $28.99 for newly opened accounts. APR may vary, subject to credit approval. Offer expires 5/31/2017. So spring is here, and that means it's already hot. Could be the best time to have Walker AC and Heating inspect your system to keep it running at peak performance. If your system doesn't need repair, that's what they'll do. If it's time for a new system from Trane, that's what they'll do. Give them a call. I trust them. I love them. It's my AC company. 972-4-WALKER. 972, the number 4-WALKER, or WalkerAC.com. Walker Air Conditioning and Heating and Trane, because it's hard to stop a train.
Need a new CPAP? Then we need you. We're CPAP.com, and we recently overstocked the world's best CPAP machines. Top-of-the-line devices from brands like ResMed and Philips Respironics. Call now and get one of these overstocked CPAPs for a fraction of the price. We'll even give you free next-day air shipping. Call 1-800-900-6135. The best part? No insurance needed. We're giving out these CPAPs at prices so low, they'll cost less than your copay and deductible through insurance. CPAP.com has shipped over 1 million orders and has the world's largest selection of CPAPs and accessories. With no retail overhead or costly middlemen, we're the best way to get comfortable, effective sleep apnea equipment at incredibly low prices. Again, CPAP.com has overstocked premium CPAPs. Call now to get a ResMed or Philips Respironics machine for a fraction of the price with free next-day air shipping. Call 1-800-900-6135. Hurry. When these overstocked CPAPs are gone, they're really gone. That's 1-800-900-6135.
For me, it was the big S-Class from the 90s. Beautiful. My friend's dad had one.
The SL. All of the SLs. I've been watching those since I was a kid.
I think the 1971 SC was the first Mercedes that just blew me away.
Everyone remembers the first time they saw one and the day they began to long for a Mercedes-Benz of their own.
Well, that day may be a lot closer than you think. With a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, you can experience the luxury, the unparalleled safety, the performance, and the style Mercedes-Benz is famous for at a price you can afford. Beautiful SUVs, sedans, coupes, and convertibles that are factory certified and covered by an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 3 years, so you can drive without a worry for as far as you like. And during the certified pre-owned sales event going on now through May 31st, you can receive 2 years of complimentary prepaid maintenance and special financing available through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, only at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. You've waited long enough.
See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for complete details and limitations on certified pre-owned warranties.
Do you have low back or neck pain? Does it run down your arms or your legs? Do you have a bulging or herniated disc degeneration, or spinal arthritis? Even worse, have you been told you need back surgery or injections? If you answered yes, then please listen to what I have to say. My name is Dr. Chad Vines, DC, at Genesis Back and Neck, and I use the most advanced spinal decompression system available, the DRX 9000, to correct back problems just like yours. We don't use addictive drugs, and we don't use any type of dangerous invasive surgery for these problems. Spinal decompression is safe, FDA cleared, and it's not painful, and has about an 86% success rate. We accept most insurances, and your first visit will be at no charge. You will sit down and visit with me personally until I've answered all of your questions. And if you're a candidate for decompression, you can try out the treatment all at no charge to you. So if you're ready to not hurt anymore and don't want to have surgery, call me at 817-328-1922. That's 817-328-1922, or online at mylowback.com.
We hadn't talked. We didn't want to touch. We didn't feel close in years. But Marriage Fitness turned our marriage around. Thank you so much, Mort.
Counseling was just a weekly blame fest. It drained us emotionally and financially. Marriage Fitness is totally different. This program actually works.
Hello, I'm Mort Fertel, creator of Marriage Fitness, the revolutionary clinically proven program that will save your marriage. This is not marriage counseling. You won't have to dig into your past or dredge up your problems. Instead, you'll use a step-by-step system of positive relationship habits that will transform your marriage.
My husband wanted out and wouldn't go for help. I started Marriage Fitness alone. Now he wants back in, and we're doing the program together. Mort, you're the best.
Start with Mort's free report, 7 Secrets to Fixing Your Marriage, at 2marriagefitness.com. You'll also get 5 free marriage assessments. There are no strings attached. Get the free Fix Your Marriage report and the free assessments at 2marriagefitness.com. The number 2marriagefitness.com.
This is 660 AM. The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. The United States Army announced yesterday that Private Chelsea Manning will remain on active duty following her release from military prison at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Manning will be an unpaid soldier and will be eligible for health care and other benefits. This, according to USA Today. She will remain a private, according to Army spokesman Dave Foster. Private Manning is statutorily entitled to medical care while on excess leave in an active duty status pending final appellate review, said Foster. Manning was granted clemency in the final days of the Obama administration. She thanked former President Obama last Tuesday in her first statement since being granted clemency. For the first time, I can see a future for myself as Chelsea, she said in a statement. I can imagine surviving and living as the person who I am and can finally be in the outside world. Freedom used to be something I dreamed of, but I never allowed myself to fully imagine. Me, I, myself, me. Last year, Army officials told her she was eligible for sex reassignment surgery, and the government would pay for it. Attorney Chase Strangio of the American Civil Liberties Union told reporters. Manning, a former intelligence analyst in Iraq, was convicted in 2013 of leaking more than 700,000 secret military and State Department documents and battlefield video to WikiLeaks. She served nearly 7 years of her 35-year sentence at Fort Leavenworth. She was known as Bradley Manning before transitioning in prison. So, What does a security clearance mean in the United States? 866-660-5759. What does a security clearance mean? Nothing. At least to leftist progressives. Why is Chelsea Manning remaining on active duty pending her appellate review? What happens if she wins the appeal? The Army owes her back pay. Will she be allowed to remain in the Army forever? What will she do? I know what I would do. I'd put her in the public affairs office in Moscow, because obviously she's used to talking to our enemies. What's a security clearance worth? If you're Hillary Clinton, it means nothing. The reason that Chelsea Manning is out of jail right this very moment is because Hillary Clinton abused her security clearance and exposed countless American State Department top secret information, pieces of information to the outside world. That is not a guess. I am not surmising this to be true. It is simple fact. She obstructed justice when she was called to produce the server. The poor schlub at Platte River Industries, who was able to masterfully wipe the server into fragments theoretically impossible to reassemble by the FBI, which I don't believe is true. That guy acted to destroy the information on the server after Congress put an order to preserve evidence on it. He's headed to jail. So what are we going to tell the next John Walker? Remember who John Walker was? To those of us who have been seriously interested in the submarine community of the United States military, John Walker is the guy that gave away the Los Angeles-class nuclear submarine. The quiet Akula that put to sea 20 years ago is often referred to as the Walker-class Soviet nuclear submarine. It didn't matter because not only are Americans better at building submarines, they're better at operating them as well. That's something that you can't give away. And so all of this is the direct result of Hillary Clinton playing fast and loose with her security clearance while she was Secretary of State. You can't keep Chelsea Manning in prison if Hillary Clinton is not in prison too. That machinist mate, who was on, I believe, on the USS Wyoming, which is a nuclear submarine, who took pictures of his workspaces and then realized that he had just made a huge mistake. Yeah, his name is Saucier. I can't remember his first name. Anyway, I think he got sentenced to 6 years, and then they cut it down to a year. But he's not on active duty anymore. Why? His name is Christian Saucier. Thanks, Vic. He got a year, correct? Yeah, okay. So what does a security clearance mean? See all these clods from the Obama administration, that are all upset. John Brennan, chief among them, who said, my God, the WikiLeaks, that's the worst. Top all that Edward Snowden. No. He was just doing what the Secretary of State was doing. Although I'll tell you that Edward Snowden probably made a hell of a lot less money doing it. I realize that that's not a fair statement. I understand. I got it. I'm frustrated with Hillary Clinton because she knew better. I'm frustrated with Hillary Clinton because she ran a rebel server when she had a skiff right down the hallway. A secured compartmented information facility right in her own house. Which means that she wanted that information available to the outside. And why did she want that information available to the outside? Was it because she was dealing it to people who were giving to the Clinton Foundation? Is that why she had to wipe the server? If you get a subpoena from the FBI to provide your computer and you wipe it first, it doesn't make any difference what they were charging you for or what they wanted to investigate on the computer, because you're going to jail for 5 years for obstruction of justice. Right there, open and shut case. Open, shut. The gavel sings and you get an orange jumpsuit. See, the Democrats realized that they were going to lose the election eventually. They were going to eventually lose, and that the Republicans would come along and clean up their mess. They knew that's what was going to happen. And so why not? What was Obama going to lose by letting Chelsea Manning go free? Chelsea Manning, just another leftist kookazoid that gets off scot-free. Bill Ayers. Students for a Democratic Society, my butt. Please. Oh, it's not just them. The weathermen. That Puerto Rican terrorist squad from New York. Those guys. They got a free ride from Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton because, well, Bill wanted to score some points with Hispanics. Great job. And now, in their imperious, hypocritical, ridiculous, foolish hypocrisy, my God, President Trump talked about something that's 3 weeks old that was in every newspaper in the free world about computers being used as explosives. Please. Please. Stop it. John, earlier tonight, said, what happened to American values? And I said, nothing's happened to American values among Americans. But the Democrat Party has lost its way. It's the anti-American party. It is the socialist Democrat Party. The leftist, progressive, anti-American party. And there is no doubt about that. There is no doubt about it. And they don't care about security clearances, and they don't care about national security. They believe that the United States is a bad country, needs to be brought down. So every nasty thing they say about Edward Snowden, it's only because they haven't had the chance to pardon him yet. They'll get a chance probably. It's horrifying. It's terrible. It's absolutely inexcusable. There is no excuse unless you can come up with one that I haven't figured out yet. In which case, you can call me 866-660-5759. Explain how I got this wrong. But you know what? The evidence is piling up in every newspaper in America. Day after day after day after day. We still keep getting these news articles. We still keep being shown this fourth estate as the fifth column. The press being turned into America's enemy. Chelsea Manning to remain in the Army. You must be joking. 866-660-5759, 866-660-5759. You are listening to the Wells Report.
Earnings vary based on your effort. Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in Dallas-Fort Worth? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. Dallas-Fort Worth is a perfect market for my system, and next week, I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, call 1-800-897-4400. Seating is extremely limited. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals Guide. That's 1-800-897-4400. That's 1-800-897-4400.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Manzeri, owner of Statewide Remodeling. You know, if you're considering replacing the windows in your home, you probably know there are a bunch of companies to choose from, and we all got good things to say about ourselves. But you have to read between the lines. Do they have a showroom where you can see full-size displays? Do they manufacture their own windows? Or do they buy them from a manufacturer and you get to pay the additional markup for the middleman? Are their windows designed for Texas climate? Or do they have one-size-fits-all? And lastly, what's their warranty like? They all look good when they're new. I'm happy to tell you that Statewide Remodeling has a showroom. We manufacture our own windows that are designed for Texas climate and have the longest warranty in the industry that includes workmanship for as long as you own your home. It even covers glass breakage and screen damage, and our prices won't break the bank. We offer 100% financing and discounts for cash on completion. So if you're ready to get new windows from a company who's been in business for 23 years, call us now in celebration of our 23rd anniversary. We're offering 23% off the price of the whole project. The number to call is 888-270-7095. That's 888-270-7095.
If you still not refinance your mortgage, well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML mortgage banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business. So make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Hey, it's Mark Davis for my friends at Simple Sleep, inviting you to make 2017 the year for a healthier you with healthier sleep. Snoring is not just evidence that, hey, you're really sleeping soundly. It is evidence that there's something the matter. It's an interruption. Sleep apnea is a barrier to the proper amount of air, oxygen, getting to your heart, getting to your bloodstream. Let's fix this. Surgery will fix it, but who wants surgery? CPAP device, big old helmet and hose. Now keep going. Simple Sleep Services offers the best way. The Somnodent device. It's what they did for me. Simple oral appliance. You pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and boom. Silent night, even when it's not Christmas. No CPAP, no surgery, just simple sleep. Great people to deal with. Insurance covers it. Dallas and Fort Worth. Let's call them. 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700. If you don't want surgery and the CPAP thing's a deal breaker, 469-685-1700 or simplesleepservices.com.
660 AM. The Answer. Only for Texas. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. It is ever thus. When those people who would seek to subdue what is right and fair and true, when they finally get their way and they get their chance and they start to do their evil work, they are defeated by their own moves in most cases. Al Gore decides that the atmosphere of the United States is going to kill the entire planet. He concocts global warming. And suddenly we all start freezing to death in the wintertime. Every time he goes to make some sort of cockamamie lecture, it has to get canceled because it's freezing rain or snow or what have you. Supposed scientists who back up this worldwide political taxing scheme concoct these horrifyingly terrible stories that the temperature might actually raise by a degree or two in the next century. And they point to data that shows without doubt that the world is getting warmer. And it's because of human activity. Of course, they leave out the part that Mars also warmed up. I guess it's all the human activity on Mars too. The human activity on this planet is so incredibly evil and terrible. It's even warming up planets we don't live on. My God, Edward Snowden was able to give away all that information to WikiLeaks during the Bush administration. My God. Don't they know how to take care of national security? What's the matter with those people? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we let Hillary get away with it because, well, the Republicans did it first. Oh, okay. Yeah. This is gobbledygooky and poppycock. Chelsea Clinton. What am I saying that for? Chelsea, what's her face? Chelsea Manning. I got it. Chelsea Manning I'm going to stay with the Army through her appeal. What if she wins? Seriously? So if I do something really stupidly, horrifically wrong, and there's a Democrat in the presidency, if I start cuddling with men and chop portions of my body off, can I get back pay when I get everything all exonerated out of a progressive court run by a judge who is supposed to be apolitical but isn't anything of the kind? It's great, isn't it? It all comes down to my fellow Americans voting for these people to begin with. I don't really hold them responsible. Bernie Sanders. I don't hold Bernie Sanders responsible. Bernie Sanders is a socialist jackass. The people I hold responsible are the people that keep voting for him. Keep talking about how he's got such great ideas. And I show pictures of Venezuela and people say, that's because they don't do it right. Sure. You're listening to the Wells Report. This is 660 AM The Answer.
Warning. If you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-600-8199. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-600-8199. That's 1-800-600-8199. 1-800-600-8199.
Here's Jerry, Utah Hall of Fame tennis player, talking about balance of nature.
When you get to be a senior, my age, almost 77, you lose a step here, you lose a little reflex, you lose a little timing. But the thing I've noticed since I've been on Balance of Nature, I'm just as perky as ever. I don't get tired, and it's a wonderful feeling. I can play 4 and 5 hours of tennis a day, and up to that time, I couldn't do that. It's wonderful to know that every day you can get the fruits and vegetables that you need to be taking. To me, it's just marvelous.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get the best offer they've ever given. 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660 AM.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, get no money, no credit financing, team up with local investing partners to make money while learning about the business, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local DFW area real estate investors that are just getting started or taking it to the next level. Come join the largest real estate investor network in Texas. We meet on Tuesday, May 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine. And you can register to attend for free by calling 800-717-3320. This month's topic is how to analyze a real estate deal in 10 minutes or less. Call 800-717-3320. Write it down. That's 800-717-3320 to attend any of our upcoming meetings and receive a valuable Texas real estate training program for free. Brought to you by the DFW Real Estate Investment Association.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
Do you have a family? Would you like to help make sure they'll be taken care of if anything were to happen to you? If you answered yes, you probably need life insurance. Now, do you think life insurance is expensive? If you answered yes to that too, you definitely need to give AIG Direct a call. We could find you a $250,000 policy for just $14 a month, which means you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Call us now for a free, no obligation quote. 1-800-400-6213. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how affordably we can help you protect your family. Call AIG Direct now for your free quote. 1-800-400-6213. You could save up to 70%. That's 1-800-400-6213. 1-800-400-6213.
The key to success? Keep it simple, especially when it comes to hiring. And nobody makes it easier than Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions. Manage your candidates from one dashboard. According to an independent study, 5 times more hires are made through Indeed than any other job site. New users claim your $50 credit to post a sponsored job at Indeed.com/credit. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
There are 2 things every parent wants when their child goes to college: for their child to do well and a way to afford it. Now, with Discover Student Loans, parents can have the best of both worlds. Not only do our loans cover up to 100% of school-certified costs with 0 fees, but we'll give them a cash reward for each new student loan if they earn at least a 3.0 GPA or equivalent. That means every A in history or B in math could help them earn a cash reward for good grades. Just one of the many ways we treat you like you'd treat you. Apply now in 15 minutes or less at discoverstudentloans.com. Limitations apply.
660 AM, The Answer. Now, the
Still Mark
Wells
Davis
Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. What do you say we find out what Mark Davis has got planned for us tomorrow on most of this same radio station?
Hey, JD, happy Monday night, a new week. And with it, much of the same old droning about the Comey firing and a special prosecutor looking for collusion for which there is no evidence. So I'm going to establish a little policy each morning. I'm going to ignore most of this nonsense. It's a sideshow. We have a country to save, an agenda to enact. Taxes, borders, Obamacare repeal, North Korea. There's a lot of real stuff going on. So if anybody finds evidence of Trump-Russia collusion, fine, wake us up. Meanwhile, we got a country to save, stuff to do. Get ready for more of that. Mark Davis Show for tomorrow, Tuesday morning, 7 to 10 a.m., right here on 660 a.m. The Answer.
I can hardly wait, Mark. Thanks very much for dropping by, brother. 866-660-5759. The editorial board of USA Today trying to make a point here that is essentially trying to cleanse the past or trying to remake the future to look something more like the past. The editorial board says Bill O'Reilly of Fox News, who did the O'Reilly Factor, his firing is no turning point in workplace harassment. When Fox News ousted Bill O'Reilly last month, women's rights advocates hailed the move as a cultural turning point in the battle against sexual harassment. That optimism was largely misplaced, according to the editorial board of USA Today. The fired TV host walked away with an exit package worth more money than most people earn in a lifetime, along with praise from his bosses as one of the most accomplished TV personalities in the history of cable news. That should have been amended to one of the most accomplished TV personalities in the history of the medium. They ask, is this supposed to deter sexual harassers? Nor did Fox News' decision have much to do with any sudden regard for the seriousness of sexual harassment. It had far more to do with fleeing advertisers and a fear of viewer backlash that the channel experienced after allegations that O'Reilly was a serial harasser became public. How did that happen? How did that information become public? Were there people being paid lots of money to be quiet about Bill O'Reilly's occasional loose talk? Sure. Yeah, there were. Of course, I could ask an incredibly inflammatory question at this point. And maybe this may infuriate women, but there are going to be an awful lot of guys like me who really would like to have the answer to this question. Of the supposed victims of Bill O'Reilly's sexual harassment, I wonder how many of them had breast implants. Did you ever wonder that? I wondered that the whole time. Anyway, it's sad that forces that brought down O'Reilly don't transfer to the more typical harassment cases, which often involve women with low-wage jobs at small businesses, restaurants, retail stores, or casinos, where harassment flourishes outside the hot glare of publicity. Files from the Equal Opportunity Commission show thousands of women and some men who suffer in obscurity, even after working up the courage to make a federal case out of it, which only a tiny fraction do. Consider these examples. Well, before we consider those examples, let's consider the one factor in this that isn't brought up, which are the completely fraudulent charges of sexual harassment. Completely fraudulent charges of sexual harassment. Oh, that never happens? Oh, okay. Well, then let's get back to the article from the editorial board of USA Today. Last month, a female farm worker from Southern California accused Bornt and Sons and its former labor contractor of allowing a manager to harass women since 2010 with unwanted touching, forcible kissing, and offering benefits in exchange for sex. In one incident, they allow the manager locked a worker in an office, undressed, and ordered her to perform a sex act. When the women complained, they faced retaliation, as did colleagues who tried to stand up for them. A Bornt spokesman told USA Today she'd provide a statement but failed to supply one. The labor contract did not return calls. 89 women, many of them teenagers who also worked at Burger King, charged that they were subjected to exposure of genitalia, strip searches, stalking, and even rape. Often by managers, some were fired when they complained. Others quit. In a consent decree in 2013, the company admitted no wrongdoing, but agreed to pay $2.5 million in damages and lost wages. Okay. I'm sorry. Can any of these people know the numbers 911? Any of them? I'm just saying. 5 former employees of precious metals dealer Northwest Territorial Mint in Washington State said they had to put up with lewd jokes, derogatory sexual terms, and comments on women's breast sizes from their boss. This according to an EEO investigation. In February, as a part of a consent decree, a federal judge in Seattle approved a $725,000 settlement for the women who had either quit or been fired. It is as shocking as it is depressing to realize such behavior continues more than 30 years after the Supreme Court recognized what's now known as a sexually hostile workplace and found in a unanimous ruling that it violated the law. 20 years ago. Let's see. That would be 1997. 1997. Let's see. Who was the president in 1997? Oh. Wouldn't that be Bill Clinton? He was the president in 1997, wasn't he? Yeah. Wasn't he the first person that sort of flushed sexual harassment down the tubes for a while? You see, that's the past that I'm going back to, that is being somehow remade. It's going to be revised. The history books will show nothing. See, back then it was just sex. But now it's a horrifying tragedy. Is it fair? No. Is it right? No. Should people be punished for this? Of course. Absolutely. But should it be better defined so that everybody knows what the rules are? Yeah, that would be good. Would it also be good that maybe what we would do is we'd point out the fact that an overabundance of males are consistently being charged with this? That the tables are turned from time to time? Can we do that? Let me ask you a question. If you're a 25-year-old guy and you're working, say, I don't know, at Denny's, and a gay boss comes down on you and says, hey, I've got a little something for you. You think that's going to get anywhere in federal court? You think that case will go anywhere? Should it? The reason I'm asking is because, there's an awful lot of sexual harassment going on in the U.S. military that didn't used to be the case. Do those cases go anywhere? No. Harassers must be held accountable and not with multi-million-dollar exit packages. Workers need to know they can report harassment without losing their jobs. Training can't be just about avoiding lawsuits, but about preventing harassment in the first place through efforts that involve everyone from customers and workers to supervisors and top executives. In the tumult at Fox News, once again galvanized public attention to sexual harassment. The lesson is not about halting what its executives did as an example, but learning from what they failed to do for such a long time. In 2010, and this is where the actual editorial board sort of kind of begins to fall short a bit. In 2010, there were 7,944 charges of sexual harassment. In 2011, there were 7,809. In 2012, there were 7,571. 2013, 7,256. 2014, 6,862. 2015, 6,822. 2016, 6,758. The trend is dropping, is it not? And why is that? Why is sexual harassment becoming less of an issue? Because fewer and fewer people, fewer and fewer adults are talking to each other at work. Especially men. They realize that they've got to keep their head down and be quiet. And they do. They do their job and they go home. Because that's the smart thing to do. That's most men. Most professional men. They go about their jobs and they go home. And that's it. And that's all. Now, I think rude behavior is rude behavior. Do I think it's a crime? Well, certainly if you say, for example, true sexual harassment, if you do this, then I will do this, or if you do this, I will give you this, or if there is definitely exchange with some sort of consideration, yeah, that's sexual harassment. That should be a crime. If someone sends a fax, however, to someone else that you find offensive, that's not a crime. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to figure out why you're reading somebody else's faxes in the first place. But then again, you got to keep your head down. You do. And is that better? I mean, is that better? Is that working? 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. There are a lot of questions that don't get asked when you start talking about this kind of subject. And you know why they don't get asked? It's because if you ask them, you become some sort of brute, which perpetuates the entire concept. Perpetuating the entire concept, there's an awful lot of money changing hands. Makes you wonder just how important the outrage is. Is it outrage because of a real crime, or is it outrage because the check's too small? This is the Wells Report.
You need a plan as you get closer to retirement, a plan that will take you from where you are now to the retirement you've always dreamed about. The first step on that path is to tune into Wealth Smart, Saturdays at 9 a.m. Your host is Reed Johnson, president of Lake Point Advisory Group. You only retire once, but Reed helps people retire every day. Don't miss Wealth Smart every Saturday at 9 a.m. or visit us at lakepointadvisorygroup.com for information on our free
thousands of political opponents and burning their bodies to hide the evidence.
The Assad regime has sunk to a new level of depravity.
White House spokesman Sean Spicer. The State Department says it believes about 50 detainees each day are being hanged at a military prison north of Damascus before being burned in a crematorium. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Stimulating talk, 660 AM, The Answer.
Hello, Howard Garrett, the Dirt Doctor here. I got a little show on the weekends, Sunday morning, and it's about natural organic gardening. We talk about landscaping and pest control. We talk about tree care. We talk about specific pest control on some things where other people say there are no solutions. Things like oak wilt, rose rosette, crepe myrtle bark scale, and fungal canker on Italian cypress. Join me every Sunday morning, 8 to 11, right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Manzeri, owner of Statewide Remodeling. You know, a great woman once said that we're free up to the moment of choice, and then the choice controls the chooser. That is nowhere more true than when you're deciding on a contractor to work on your home. You know, once you commit and sign the agreement, and in most cases make a pretty good sized down payment, you're stuck. What happens if the work doesn't go as planned? Takes too long to complete the job, or worse yet, the contractor just disappears. It happens. We've been offering a satisfaction guarantee in writing since we started business 23 years ago. And I'm happy to say we've never had to use it, because if it ain't right, we'll make it right every time. So if you're considering new replacement windows or maintenance-free siding to eliminate the need to paint your home, call us now. And to celebrate our 23rd year in business, we're offering 23% off the whole project. We also offer 100% financing. The estimate's free, and the number to call is 888-270-7095. That's 888-270-7095, or see all the home improvement products we offer at statewide-remodeling.com.
Have you checked your Google search results lately? Search results are usually the first impression that people form of you or your business, so make sure that they create a positive impression with ReputationDefender.com. What the internet says about you can have a big impact on your life and your livelihood, even if it's not true. Fortunately, you can now control how you look online and in online search results with ReputationDefender.com. Call 800-827-5948 now. That's 800-827-5948 for your free reputation analysis. If you have negative material from an ex-employee, upset patient, or former client, newspaper article, legal issue, social media, or other source showing up in your search results, you can combat it with ReputationDefender.com. Our dedicated experts in patented technology can help make your online search results look their best. Call 800-827-5948 to learn more. 800-827-5948. That's 800-827-5948. Or visit ReputationDefender.com.
Have you ever thought you'd like to flip houses but didn't know how or where to get the money? Are you ready to be your own boss so you can start living the good life? Hi, I'm Preston Ely. I used to be so broke. I had my electricity turned off 9 times, but I figured out a way to quit my job and find financial freedom in real estate. For a limited time, I want to send you a free copy of my smash hit selling book, How to Get Rich in Real Estate. It shows you how to copy exactly what I did so you can make money from the comfort of your own home without even doing any manual labor. I've already given away 5,000 books and they're going fast. To get one before they're gone, call 1-800-400-5220. Listen, if you're sick and tired of stressing about money, this book could change your life. It's short, fun to read, easy to understand, and awesome. To find out how to get your free book while supplies last, call 1-800-400-5220. Call 1-800-400-5220. 1-800-400-5220.
I'm James Furr. I'm a 70-year-old Vietnam veteran, and I have hepatitis C. My main focus was to take care of hepatitis C. Taking Balance of Nature did other things for me. I was feeling more energetic. My mental acuity had increased. When I played golf, I would notice that bending over to line up a putt, I would have a bit of a struggle to stand back up. But even now, 10 years later, I stand up better than I did then. I will live happily with hepatitis C instead of feeling like I want to die because someone's trying to cure me of it. Thanks to Balance of Nature, I live a normal, happy, healthy, pain-free life.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
Warning. If you're drowning in debt you can't afford, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $5,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 1-800-600-8199. We'll even show you how much money you could save. If you can't afford to pay off all your debt, do not let the credit card companies trick you into thinking that you have to. Call Credit Associates now for free information on how to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. For free information, call now. 1-800-600-8199. That's 1-800-600-8199. 1-800-600-8199.
660 AM. The Answer. Is anybody out there paying attention to what's going on in this country, in this state, and in this city? We know one man who is. You got questions? He's got answers. This is the Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. I have 3 articles here. They cover a wide variety of thought. They follow on beautifully with what we just discussed, having to do with the evil of sexual harassment in the Bill O'Reilly age. As we try, as much as we possibly can, to continue diminishing the role of men in society, there are certain realities that are popping up for various reasons that should be discussed, in my view. Now, please understand, I am a member of my gender, and I've also been down the road a few 100,000 miles, and the wear and tear shows in my face. But it shows even more in my heart. Melanie Notkin writes for the New York Post. You know what she says? She says that childish men are to blame for women having kids late in life. Do you think that's true? 866-660-5759. There's 34-year-old Kate who works in finance downtown. She's beautiful, smart, talented, everything going for her, colleague tells me. But her boyfriend doesn't feel settled in his career, so she spent thousands of dollars to freeze her eggs as she waits for him to be ready. Susan, 41, is a single senior marketing executive from the Upper East Side. She's 8 months pregnant. After waiting for her match and not finding him, she decided to have a baby on her own. Then there's Joanna from the Upper West Side, who tells me she's 32. She stepped off the partner track in her new law firm, having her salary, that means splitting her salary in half to work in the firm's marketing department so that she could focus on landing a husband. But now at age 39, she's still single, childless, and unsatisfied in her career. These women aren't alone. The latest U.S. Census fertility report published last week found that for the first time in reported history, over half, 53.8% of women aged 25 to 29 are childless. And a record 30.8% of American women ages 30 to 34 haven't given birth. Most of these women are college educated and most of them are single. The census labels childless college educated women over 35 the delayer boom. And then she says, the author of this, Ms. Notkin says, as if we gathered together in a collective conspiracy in defiance of motherhood. A collective conspiracy in defiance of motherhood. Well, that leads us to the second article then. Will America lose Roe v. Wade under Trump? Speaking of defiance against motherhood, Sunday marks the 44th anniversary of Roe v. Wade. The Supreme Court decision that first recognized the Constitution protects one's right to end a pregnancy. Many abortion rights supporters are predicting Roe's demise under Donald Trump, given the anti-abortion figures in his administration and his promises to overturn the decision so states could choose whether to make abortion a crime, which would return us to a time when only women with the money to travel out of state could get one. But in reality, Roe is a much stronger legal precedent than Trump and his pundits would have you to believe. It's a decades-old majority of the public. More importantly, it was correctly decided the Constitution does protect the right to abortion. That matters because the way we talk about the law changes it. Here's what you need to know. This is by Bridget Dunlap. I guess she's in defiance of those in defiance of motherhood. The protection of liberty and the due process clauses of the 5th and 14th Amendments include the more specific rights to bodily integrity and to autonomy in decisions about procreation and family. This, of course, unless you're driving drunk. In which case they can hold you down and take your blood from you. Nice, huh? Oh, wait, let's keep going. Conservatives like to claim that the Roe court invented the right to abortion out of thin air. The decision in Planned Parenthood versus Casey, the 1992 case upholding Roe that governs abortion law today, notes that these are rights the Supreme Court had recognized long before Roe and has continued to recognize since. For example, your right to bodily integrity gives you the right to refuse medical treatment. It prohibits the government from forcing you to be sterilized or abort a pregnancy, from cutting you open to get evidence. Oh, really? The right to make decisions about family and procreation protects your right to marry the person of your choosing, regardless of race or sex, to use contraception, engage in sexual activity, and to choose what family members live with you. Roe didn't invent new rights, it extended established ones. Okay. Where does abortion law stand today? The central holding blah, 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 blah. Goes on to explain to any young woman that she has the right to decide who lives and who dies, as long as she's the one that's carrying the baby. And what about men? Where do our rights begin and end? Well, that takes us to the third article. Gloria Steinem is now blaming climate change on women forced to have children. Feminist icon Gloria Steinem claimed in a recent interview that systematically forcing women to have children they don't want has been the fundamental case of climate change. I'm sorry, the fundamental cause of climate change. Last week, the lifestyle magazine Refinery 29, so it's got to be true, published an interview with Steinem, who the publication claimed is more than a feminist icon. Yeah. She's an 83-year-old unicorn who has spent her life bucking the social conventions that define modern womanhood. Right. How many children did Gloria Steinem have? Anybody know? Gloria Steinem. Let's just see what Google comes up with. Let's see here. Let's see. She was born March 23rd, 1934. She's a feminist, a journalist, social and political activist who became nationally recognized. Spouse, David Bale. She got married in 2000. He died in 2003. Why did David Bale die, you ask? It's obvious. He wanted to. That was a joke. No kids. Columnist for New York Magazine, co-founder of Ms. In 1969, Steinem published an article after Black Power, Women's Liberation. Goes on, let's see. Born in Toledo, Ohio. Yeah. So she decided to not allow the patrician society to force her into having kids at all. Congratulations, Gloria. Darn, I'm so terribly disappointed you took yourself out of the gene pool. Oh, wait. Getting back to this ridiculous climate change tripe, people argue that climate change and other issues are also feminist issues. What did we lose by broadening the meaning of the term? Are you kidding me? Listen, what causes climate deprivation is population. Yeah. If we had not systematically forcing women to have children that they don't want or can't care for over 500 years of patriarchy, we wouldn't have the climate problems we have right now. You know what this means, of course? This means she's lost it. But then again, when did she lose it? Which takes us back to article number 1. It's these juvenile men that refuse to give women children. Which women should we give children to? Do you have any idea? The answer is you don't. You have no idea. You have absolutely no idea who actually is the woman that you are. If you're a man, you have no idea who you're becoming betrothed to forever and ever to have children with. You have no idea. Why? Well, because it's not just the Constitution about Roe v. Wade that women read up on. How many times in Cosmo do you read the stories of when it comes time to end your marriage? Just exactly what do you do? You know, I read Playboy magazine for a long time, and I never recalled an article that says, when it's time to end your marriage with your wife, what do you do? So, if you decide to say, gosh, you look really good today, you can find yourself in the HR office. If you don't say anything, you're a juvenile male that are keeping a woman from having a baby. But like I said, which woman should you give a baby to? I've got a thought on that. And I'll give it to you next. This is the Wells Report.
The sale of the century is going on right now at the 3 Huffines auto dealerships in Plano. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime auto buying opportunity at Huffines Chevrolet, Huffines Hyundai, and Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Plano. As you know, Plano was hammered by the recent hailstorms, and with the insurance adjustments, Huffines can save you like never before. Save 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Chevy Silverados, 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Ram pickups, and 40% off MSRP on new Huffines Hyundai Elantras. Plus, all come with a full mechanical factory warranty. So pay less in Plano when you save 40% on select models at Huffines Chevrolet Plano and Huffines Hyundai Plano at Coit Road and Plano Parkway, and Huffines Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Plano at Ohio and Plano Parkway, or online at huffines.net.
Example stock number 7C1443, MSRP $46,720. 40% hail discount includes rebates $18,688. Sale price $28,032. Price excludes tax and fees. MSRP will vary with stock number. Offer is stock number specific. 212 available with this hail discount. See huffines.net for more info.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669.
Westland Financial Corp is located at 200 East Sandpoint Avenue, Suite 800, Santa Ana, California, 92707. Licensed by the Texas Department of Savings and Mortgage Lending as an SML mortgage banker. NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. Now that it's spring, let's talk about the $49 tune-up gimmick. At that price, you're really paying $49 for a high-pressure sales pitch from a salesman on commission disguised as a technician. And you can bet he's either going to rack up a bunch of unnecessary repairs or scare you into buying a new system altogether, because $49 doesn't pay the bills. Reliant Air Conditioning's precision tune-up is $89, and you get exactly what you pay for. Our NATE certified techs are all drug tested, background checked, and they don't work on commission. If you need a new system, ask how you can save over $5,000 by combining utility rebates with Carrier's Cool Cash. So call 2 other companies first and then call Reliant Air Conditioning, and you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Our number's 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-968-7437 or online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
For life's aches and pains, choose Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray. It works fast, and it's easy to use. Designed to work odor-free in all those remote areas. It works here. It's odor-free here. It works here. Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray. Fast-acting, easy-to-use, odor-free pain relief for all those remote areas. Available at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and other fine retailers.
This is Bill's yard, and Bill's a grill master, not a grass expert. Still, no weeds belong in this backyard barbecue kingdom. And with Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, Bill's greasy thumb is just as good as a green thumb. Because Scott's thickens lawns to help crowd out over 50 pesky weeds. So Bill can defeat invaders, green up his lawn, and hold his spatula high. This is a Scott's Yard. Pick up Scott's Weed and Feed today.
Amazing to realize, but you know, it's been almost 2 years I've been talking with you about Relief Factor, and I can tell you I've been continually inundated with testimonials. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, or knee pain, or general muscle pain, pains of any kind, do what tens of thousands of others have done so successfully. Go to ReliefFactor.com and order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. 1-800-500-8384. That's 1-800-500-8384.
There are 2 things every parent wants when their child goes to college: for their child to do well and a way to afford it. Now, with Discover Student Loans, parents can have the best of both worlds. Not only do our loans cover up to 100% of school-certified costs with 0 fees, but we'll give them a cash reward for each new student loan if they earn at least a 3.0 GPA or equivalent. That means every A in history or B in math could help them earn a cash reward for good grades. Just one of the many ways we treat you like you'd treat you. Apply now in 15 minutes or less at discoverstudentloans.com. Limitations apply.
660 AM, The Answer. 660 AM, TheAnswer.com. The Wells Report is on 660 AM, The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Let me get to Corey in Dallas. Corey, welcome to the Wells Report.
Hey, how's it going, JD?
Good.
Hey, real quick. The reason you got most guys not trying to get married anymore, it's not financially sound or sensible for a guy to do so. I mean, you get married to somebody, and then after so long, if she doesn't want to work,
If she what? I'm sorry? Dag nabbit. Let me get to Tracy. Tracy, thanks for joining us. Hi.
Yeah, I don't think that boys have been become juvenile men. I think they've become feminized men, and I think women are kind of reaping what they've sown in this deal.
You have solved the code. That is exactly the point. It's exactly the point. Women have finally gotten it exactly the way they want. I was reading something about Gloria Steinem. Okay, hang on. Corey, can I hear you now?
Yeah, you can hear me there. Hey, if you don't want to go back to work or anything, y'all end up divorced, and I mean, it's a bad financial situation for the guy.
Yeah, it is. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's very bad. It's incredibly awful from a financial situation for the guy. I'll explain in a moment. So what Gloria Steinem wrote in 1970, what would it be like if women win? What will exist is a variety of alternative lifestyles. Since the population explosion dictates that childbearing will be kept to a minimum, parents and children will only be one of many family couples, age groups, working groups, mixed communes, blood-related clans, class groups, creative groups. Single women will have the right to stay single without ridicule, without the attitudes now betrayed by spinster and bachelor. Lesbians or homosexuals will no longer be denied legally binding marriages, complete with mutual support agreements and inheritance rights. Paradoxically, the number of homosexuals may get smaller, with fewer over-possessive mothers and even fewer fathers who hold up an impossibly cruel or perfectionist idea of manhood. Boys will seem less likely to be denied or reject their identities as males. Well, unfortunately, now what's happening is that manliness is being attacked on college campuses left and right. Masculinity is now the great sin. So in other words, congratulations, modern American females, you're getting it exactly the way you want. So I don't want to hear about how childish men are to blame for women having kids late in life. You know why women are having kids late in life? Because they're being screwed over by people like Gloria Steinem. By this myth that being able to control the birthing process is somehow a positive thing. I'm sure that handling what happens to your own body is absolutely essential. I don't disagree with that at all. But you don't get to listen to these people tell you that abortion rights are the center of your life and then complain about the fact that you want babies when you want them and you can't have them because, well, what's in it for us? In this article, I hear about the woman finally deciding that she's not waiting any longer. She's just going to have a baby on her own. What if she has a boy? What if she has a boy? How is she going to be able to raise him into manhood? The answer is he won't be raised to manhood. He'll be raised to womanhood. Especially now. I'll explain next. You're listening to the Wells Report.
If you're over 40 and you find yourself living with a lack of energy or loss of stamina, you may be deficient in nitric oxide. Ever heard of nitric oxide? It's vital in our bodies. It signals our blood vessels to relax and expand, helping to increase circulation. Nitric oxide has been called the greatest discovery in cardiovascular medicine. But once we reach 40, our bodies don't make enough of it. Here's the good news. Scientists have discovered something that will help your body support healthy nitric oxide levels. Introducing Super Beets, a powerful concentrated superfood that you drink. It supports blood flow and oxygen to your entire body, giving your heart and cardiovascular system a boost. Super Beets helps increase your energy, stamina, and vitality. Dial ** Beets on your mobile phone now and get a 30-day supply of Super Beets for free with your first order, plus free shipping. You'll love the results you'll feel with your free bonus canister guaranteed. It's risk-free. Just dial ** Beets on your mobile phone now. Dial * and the word Beets.
Have you racked up more than $10,000 in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? You should know the credit card companies are tricking you into thinking there's no way out. Credit card companies would rather you didn't know that there are ways you can become debt-free and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. There are debt relief programs that help people like you escape overwhelming credit card debt. National Debt Relief has helped tens of thousands of people just like you reduce more than $500 million of debt. National Debt Relief has helped so many people. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. You don't have to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan. You have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Reduce a portion of your debt now. Call National Debt Relief at 800-518-4020. 800-518-4020. That's 800-518-4020.
Hi, folks. I'm Frank Manzeri, owner of Statewide Remodeling. I keep talking about high-tech bath remodeling, and the phone keeps ringing with homeowners wanting more information. 90% of all bath remodelers use sand grout. It's sand, cement, and water. We know it's the first thing that fails in the wet area of your bathroom. It cracks with the least bit of movement. It grows mold and mildew. When you try to clean it, you're just wearing it down. Statewide uses a proprietary product that has 4 main ingredients: Microban, which eliminates mold and mildew, latex for flexibility, Kevlar for strength, and a built-in sealant. We guarantee our grout for as long as you own your home. So when you think you're getting a great deal from the 2 guys in the truck you hired to do your remodel, I suggest you start saving up for when you'll have to do it again. Or you can call Statewide Remodeling and get it done right the first time. We offer 100% financing, and if you call for your free design consultation now, to celebrate our 23rd year in business, we're giving 23% off the price of the project. The number to call is 888-270-7095. That's 888-270-7095, or anytime online at statewideremodeling.com.
Hi, it's Mike Gallagher. I've been telling you about Relief Factor for about 6 months now. I've been using Relief Factor for a lot longer than that. Just like you, I've heard about Relief Factor on the radio, and I simply had to try it because I had hip and knee pain that wasn't going away. Well, it worked for me in about 2.5 weeks. So I asked them if I could endorse the product. That's a true story. Now I'm hearing from listeners everywhere, like Tim from Pennsylvania, who wrote, "Pain I had lived with for 3 to 4 years has completely disappeared. After 2 months of Relief Factor, it has totally vanished. I'll be 72 in March, and I feel at least 10 years younger. It's great to be pain-free again." It sure is. If you're struggling with ongoing back or neck pain, shoulder, hip, knee pain, general muscle aches and pain, do what I did. Go to ReliefFactor.com, order their 3-week quick start for just $19.95. Try it for 3 weeks, $19.95. ReliefFactor.com. That's ReliefFactor.com, or call toll-free 800-500-8384, 800-500-8384.
Do you know what a RIA is? It's a real estate investor association, and it's where smart people go to obtain wholesale houses, get no money, no credit financing, team up with local investing partners to make money while learning about the business, and receive local market intelligence and training. Don't buy houses retail. That's ridiculous. And please don't waste your time and money going to a get-rich-quick seminar from a traveling pitchman. Come network with local DFW area real estate investors that are just getting started or taking it to the next level. Come join the largest real estate investor network in Texas. We meet on Tuesday, May 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine. And you can register to attend for free by calling 800-717-3320. This month's topic is how to analyze a real estate deal in 10 minutes or less. Call 800-717-3320. Write it down. That's 800-717-3320 to attend any of our upcoming meetings and receive a valuable Texas real estate training program for free. Brought to you by the DFW Real Estate Investment Association.
Learn a little something at the start of your day. The Mark Davis Show. Mornings 7 to 10 on 660 AM. The Answer. If it's important to you, it's on the Wells Report on 660 AM. The Answer.
You are listening to the Wells Report. My name is John David Wells. Our telephone number is 866-660-5759. 866-660-5759. Childish men are to blame for women having kids later in life. Childish men? No. No, I wouldn't say childish men. I would say careful men. I would say observant men. Susan, who's 41, she's 8 months pregnant. She's having a baby on her own. What if she has a boy? She's going to raise a feminized version of a man because that's all she knows. If she actually knew how men worked, she probably wouldn't have had to have a baby on her own. But all my life, men have been idiots. We've been stupid. We've been overbearing bastards. Male chauvinist pigs. It's one of my favorites. My first wife and I had a wonderful life together for the year and a half that we lived together. And on the day that we got married, walking down the aisle of the church, she said, "Great, now we can have babies." Everybody laughed. A year and a half later, with no babies, my mother asked what I was waiting for. And I said I was waiting to have a marriage first because things were going badly wrong very quickly. She called me an arrogant snot because I finally just admitted, you know what? I mean, she asked me, she says, "What's going on?" I said, "She's not ready to have babies." She was 20 years old. And she was a jerk. And I wanted to wait until I had a marriage before I started giving her children. My mother looked at me and said, "What if it's you? What if you're the one that's afraid to have children?" I said, "I'm not afraid to have children. I just want a marriage first." But I did actually reconsider my position. And so we had Jack. My ex-old best friend gave me Corey. I stayed in the marriage. Had Mitchell. And she gathered up all my kids one day. After securing nearly $1,000 a month in my personal income to be able to spend any way she chose, usually on brand new Ford pickup trucks, she went to North Carolina, where my ex-old best friend just didn't seem to want to blow up his marriage for the sake of his son. Oh, did I pay Corey's child support? Oh, of course. He's my kid. He doesn't believe so these days. Maybe he'll come around. That whole thing cost me 3 children and about $300,000. And if Susan, who's 41 years old, who's a single senior marketing executive, got all the money that she wants, if she can have a baby by herself, you know what I'm going to tell my kids to do? I'm going to say find a gorgeous, sweet, smart, ambitious young woman and pay her $100,000 to have your kid. And then when you have your child and everything's getting along fine, give her a bonus of $10,000 and send her on her way. You'll save $200,000. And you'll have your kid. You know, the guy that I think has done it exactly right, Tom Brady. No, he handled himself like Secretariat. Found a couple of the most beautiful women on the planet, had children with them. Money, no problem. Does he have to worry about paying for kids he never sees? No. Does he have to go through most of his adult life without enough money to live properly because it's going to some woman who's buying pickup trucks instead of food for their kids, for her kids, your kids? Of all the women that you know, how many of them are forced to have kids by their husband? Out of all the men that you know, how many of them are paying child support? Which number is bigger? Women have gotten America, at least, right about where they want us. But isn't it strange that alpha dogs still attract women, even though women don't want them? Childish men are to blame for women having kids later in life. Maybe they're childish because they were raised by their moms without their dad around. Maybe they were raised without their dad, and maybe what they're doing is they're saying, I'm not going to have kids. What are you, crazy? I want to put a kid through what I went through? I guess I probably, maybe I just did a little bit too much work today. Maybe I looked a little bit too deeply today. Normally, I wouldn't see Melanie Notkin's idea of what's brilliant in the New York Post if I hadn't done my job so well today. And maybe if I hadn't done my job so well today and I had missed Melanie Notkin's childish men are to blame for women having kids late in life, I wouldn't be thinking about my 32-year-old son, Jack, or my 27-year-old son, Mitchell, my 30-year-old son, Corey, none of which have children yet. By the time I was 30 years old, I had 2 kids. With the wrong woman. Oh, she knew what she was doing. This was all the plan. This was the plan. So to the women of America, by all means, keep pressing on. Keep listening to these women who have taken themselves out of the gene pool. Keep using men for child support checks. Keep taking their children away from them. Keep raising sons without fathers. You know, you do it right. Maybe a century or so, we won't even be here. I know I won't be here anyway because I'm not going to live that long. But think about that for just a couple of seconds. I think we can get the birth rate down even further. We're already not replacing the people that we are. In other words, our numbers get smaller every year. Keep after it. Eight 660-5759, 866-660-5759. You're listening to the Wells Report on 660 AM The Answer. And so we are changing our world. Women are changing our society because they are unhappy with being women. Women are being unhappy being women because they'd rather be men. But like so many people that want what they can't have, they're not doing a good job at doing well with what they do have. John in Grapevine, welcome to the Wells Report. Hello.
How are you doing tonight, my brother?
I'm fine, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and I called to congratulate you because you have initiated and carried through on a conversation that was long overdue in this country. Having been down this path that you've laid out tonight, I can speak firsthand and tell that your testimony is 100% accurate, and it's long overdue, John David.
Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate your time. God bless you. Thank you. I'm sorry that it's so true. I really wish it wasn't. Bill in Fort Worth, welcome.
John David, one of the happiest days of my life was the day that I got the letter from the Texas AG's office saying I was making my last child support payment. And I'm going to tell you, every year I had them print off a copy of all the payments that I had made. And I still have them on file to this day. And that's been, 10 years ago when I made my last payment. And I will never, ever get rid of that stuff just in case somebody ever tries to come back on me.
No. Don't do that, because that's the monument to your fatherhood. I mean, I'm not saying that as a slap at you. That is a monument to the kind of father society wanted you to be. And you did your job, Bill. Well done. My first wife reduced me to a collection of checks. She reduced my fatherhood to a monthly payment. Unabashedly, undeniably, thrilled with herself. Meantime, 2 out of my 3 children with her did not graduate from high school. Oh, yeah, they got their GEDs finally, yeah. Sure. Jack's 32. He's actually making enough money to live by himself now. See one of these juvenile men that keeping women from having kids when they want them? No. He's a damaged American man who's doing his best to remind himself about what I told him when he was too young to understand it, because I knew I wasn't going to be in his life long. I had to get those lessons through to him as best I could before I was reduced to a pile of personal checks. The monument to my fatherhood. This is the Wells Report.
You need a plan as you get closer to retirement, a plan that will take you from where you are now to the retirement you've always dreamed about. The first step on that path is to tune into Wealth Smart, Saturdays at 9 a.m. Your host is Reed Johnson, president of Lake Point Advisory Group. You only retire once, but Reed helps people retire every day. Don't miss Wealth Smart every Saturday at 9 a.m. or visit us at lakepointadvisorygroup.com for information on our free area stake dinner seminars and start working on your dream retirement now.
Hey, it's Mark Davis and my friends at Walker Air Conditioning and Heating, and welcome to spring in Texas, where we run our AC every day, which means this news is great from Trane and Walker AC. If you purchase a new Trane qualifying system, you can get a trade allowance of $1,000 or choose 0% financing for 60 months with the Wells Fargo Home Project credit card. See Walker AC and Heating for details. 888-653-0051 for finance details about credit costs and terms. Regular APR $28.99 for newly opened accounts. APR may vary, subject to credit approval. Offer expires 5/31/2017. So spring is here, and that means it's already hot. Could be the best time to have Walker AC and Heating inspect your system to keep it running at peak performance. If your system just needs repair, that's what they'll do. If it's time for a new system from Trane, that's what they'll do. Give them a call. I trust them. I love them. It's my AC company. 972-4-WALKER. 972, the number 4-WALKER, or walkerac.com. Walker Air Conditioning and Heating and Trane, because it's hard to stop a train.
Earnings vary based on your effort. Do you want to learn how to make money flipping houses right here in Dallas-Fort Worth? If so, we have an amazing opportunity for you. We're looking for a small group of motivated individuals to join our real estate investing team. You'll learn our simple 3-step system for flipping homes right here in the local area. This is Than Merrill, star of A&E's hit TV show Flip This House. My team and I are looking for a handful of people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area who want to learn how to make money flipping houses in your spare time using other people's money. Dallas-Fort Worth is a perfect market for my system, and next week I'm holding a free 2-hour educational workshop where you will learn how to make money flipping homes and how to build long-term wealth with income properties.
To get 2 free tickets to Than's workshop, call 1-800-897-4400. Seating is extremely limited. Call in the next 10 minutes and you'll also reserve a free copy of Than's Money for Deals guide. That's 1-800-897-4400. That's 1-800-897-4400.
Our sister station, 94.9 KLTY's Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries, Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch with Matthew West, Holland, Josh Wilson, sponsored by Interstate Batteries, North Texas Chevy Dealers, Cornerstone Staffing, Care Now, and Splash Kingdom. Come out for the free Children's Village and $20 all-you-can-play all-day inflatable rides. It's all at Celebrate Freedom 27.
Here's Jerry, Utah Hall of Fame tennis player, talking about balance of nature.
When you get to be a senior, my age, almost 77, you lose a step here, you lose a little reflex, you lose a little timing. But the thing I've noticed since I've been on Balance of Nature, I'm just as perky as ever. I don't get tired, and it's a wonderful feeling. I can play 4 and 5 hours of tennis a day, and up to that time, I couldn't do that. It's wonderful to know that every day you can get the fruits and vegetables that you need to be taking. To me, it's just marvelous.
Take Dr. Howard's Health Challenge and find out how to get the best offer they've ever given. 2 free sets of fruits and veggies. We'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-2468-751. That's 1-800-2468-751. Or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code 660AM.
Hey, it's Mark Davis. Snoring a problem? Sleep apnea suspected? Go to simplesleepservices.com for the solution that worked for me. The simplest solution. Not surgery, implants, the CPAP machine. It is the Somnodent device. Simple oral appliance to take it home, pop it in, kiss your wife goodnight, and silent night. Simple Sleep Services. They're in Dallas and Fort Worth. Insurance covers most folks. Call them 469-685-1700. 469-685-1700 or simplesleepservices.com. simplesleepservices.com.
It's time to honor our veterans with the Patriot Mobile Veteran of the Month. 660 AM The Answer joins with Patriot Mobile to spotlight a veteran each month. If you know a veteran who deserves such an honor, then go to 660amtheanswer.com and nominate them to be Patriot Mobile Veteran of the Month. Winners will receive a Crossroads Diner gift certificate and an award from Patriot Mobile. Plus, they'll have an opportunity to come to the studios to meet Mark Davis and John David Wells. Go to 660amtheanswer.com to nominate your veteran. That's the Patriot Mobile Veteran of the Month.
Saying I don't know is no longer acceptable. This is 660 AM, The Answer. Now, by popular demand, The Wells Report with John David Wells on 660 AM, The Answer.
ABC is facing backlash after the network announced that it's canceling one of its highest-rated shows, Last Man Standing. The news came as a shock, mind you. The news came as a shock to the fans who favored their conservative-leaning sitcom starring Tim Allen, and many questioned if the decision was due to the show's politics. ABC told Fox News the show was canceled because of scheduling. Now there's a petition to boycott ABC until they agree to bring back Last Man Standing. It's quickly garnered more than 10,000 signatures. Last Man Standing stands out in a sea of network television sitcoms, the petition states. It's a show that appeals to a broad swath of Americans who find very few shows that extol the virtues with which they can identify, namely conservative values. Or just the values of a man doing well. But who wants that, huh? The executive producer of the Wells Report is Vicki Steifer. Technical director, conductor of the Wells Report Orchestra is Magic Matt Swinney. My name is John David Wells. God bless you. Make sure you listen to Mark Davis tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. And then the Wells Report again tomorrow on 660 AM, The Answer.
Hello, Howard Garrett, the Dirt Doctor here. I got a little show on the weekends, Sunday morning, and it's about natural organic gardening. We talk about landscaping and pest control. We talk about tree care. We talk about specific pest control on some things where other people say there are no solutions. Things like oak wilt, rose rosette, crepe myrtle bark scale, and fungal canker on Italian cypress. Join me every Sunday morning, 8 to 11, right here on 660 AM, The Answer.
Have you been holding out for a good deal to replace that old AC system? Well, now there's a new program you just can't pass up. I'm Jeff Stewart with Reliant Air Conditioning. You may have already heard that you can save over $3,500 on a new Infinity system with Carrier's Cool Cash, but did you know that for a limited time, you can also get an additional $1,500 off from your utility provider? That's right. And when you combine these two programs, we're talking saving over $5,000 on a brand new AC system that can cut your electric bill in half. But the utility funds are limited, and the program will end when the money runs out. Right now, we're scheduling free estimates on a first-come, first-served basis. So call now. Better yet, call 2 other companies first, and then call Reliant Air Conditioning, and you'll see how we've been gimmick-free since '83. Call 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-968-7437, or visit us online at ReliantAirConditioning.com.
Reliant Air Conditioning. Call 877-YOUR-HERO.
Attention homeowners. Do you or someone you know have a house you'd like to sell? Hello, I'm Dan Franklin. I've been buying and selling real estate right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for over 20 years, and my process is simple. I'll pay you cash, and I'll pay you more. Just listen to what other people are saying after they called me to buy their house.
My name is Brent Patterson. Dan Franklin gave us $30,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan if you want more money for your house.
I'm Bill Mays. I made an extra $18,000 working with Dan.
My name is Brenda Griffin. Dan Franklin gave us over $15,000 more for our house. Definitely call Dan.
Okay, now it's your turn. Would you like a higher cash offer? I'm Dan Franklin. I'll pay you cash, and I'll pay you more. Call me today at 214-929-5555. That's 214-929-5555.
This is 660 AM, The Answer. A service of Salem Media Group on the NASDAQ as SALM, KSKY, Balch Springs, Dallas, Fort Worth. 660 AM, The Answer.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison.
The White House denouncing a Washington Post story about President Trump revealing classified information to Russian diplomats during an Oval Office meeting last week.
And I was in the room. It didn't happen.
National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster. Officials say no intelligence sources and methods were discussed, but didn't deny classified information was disclosed. President Trump's own words may determine the fate of his travel ban targeting 6 mostly Muslim countries. A 3-judge panel on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in Seattle heard arguments Monday on Hawaii's challenge of the ban. Neil Katal represents the state.
Even last month, the president said it's a lot easier for Muslims to immigrate than Christian refugees from the Middle East. And, quote, he's going to be helping the Christians big league.
Acting Solicitor General Jeffrey Wall is arguing the ban was based on national security, not religion. Fox News, we report, you decide.
You're listening to 660 AM, The Answer. We all know life can get crazy and you're not always near a radio. But one thing is for sure, your phone goes everywhere with you. And now we can too. Download the 660 AM The Answer app to your phone and listen live wherever you go. If you miss any of the Mark Davis Show or the Wells Report, you can catch up whenever, wherever. Plus, dial the 660 AM The Answer studio directly from the app. And it's free. We make it easy to stay connected. Download our app now. 660 AM The Answer.
Hi, it's Mitch Gallagher.
And I'm Dave Trainer.
And we're the hosts of House Talk Texas, heard every Sunday morning at 7 a.m.
We feature interviews with DFW area providers of products and services for your home to make living in your home just a little bit more enjoyable.
That's right, Dave. Visit housetalktexas.com to hear past interviews and to see special offers from our sponsors.
And if there's a company you think we should interview, let us know.
House Talk Texas, this and every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. here on 660 AM The Answer.
Did you know that every dollar you invest in real estate makes you money 5 ways? Cash flow, money in your pocket each month. Equity capture, the thousands of dollars you create when you have the right team and buy the right property using the right map. Appreciation, real estate can increase in value over time. Equity buildup, renters pay down your mortgage each month. And finally, the tax advantage. When done correctly, real estate investors pay no taxes on our cash flow and capital gains. At Lifestyles Unlimited, these are the 5 ways we make money in real estate, which is why real estate accounts for more millionaires in the world today than any other investment vehicle. You should have some real estate in your portfolio. To learn how to attend a Lifestyles Unlimited free workshop, call 866-971-8970 or go to lifestylesunlimitedDallas.com and register for the next available workshop. That's 866-971-8970 or go to lifestylesunlimitedDallas.com.
At any time in Texas, it can feel like the change of the seasons. But I'll tell you what, as we work our way into springtime, Abacus Foundation has been serving North Texas with the highest quality foundation repair solutions for 17 years. With a warmer temperature and additional moisture, oh my, the foundations can be rocking and rolling. So if you got cracks in the sheetrock or doors that are sticking, call Abacus Foundation Repair at 972-406-9000. 972-406-9000. These are the people I call. These are the folks who've been to my house. These are the folks who will not give you a foundation job you don't need, but will tell you exactly what's going on. Now, if you do need a new foundation, you got the Millennium Composite Pilings, the strongest, and folks at Abacus are the only folks offering it. And get this, $1,000 off any job with 10 pilings or more. AbacusFoundationRepair.com, lifetime warranty, transferable, 972-406-9000, 972-406-9000, or AbacusFoundationRepair.com.
Hey, it's Frank Reed. I'm visiting with my friend Dr. Chad Glines from Genesis Back and Neck. You probably heard he's partnered with the Elevani Health Group for gel injections for your knee. Now, I've received this procedure myself. My knee pain is completely gone, but you guys do a lot more than knees at Genesis.
Yeah, absolutely. Being a spinal decompression specialist, we've been able to help people for years with their disc problems, but now teaming up with Elevani Health Group, it's amazing what we can do for knees with the gel injections. We have stem cell injections, but we can also take care of pain anywhere with this new device that we use. It's just an unbelievable procedure. And the crazy thing, it's narcotic free.
And the cool thing is this is covered by the insurance and probably even your Medicare.
Absolutely. Medicare covers it. It is just amazing the results we're seeing with this.
You don't have to live with pain any longer. And your initial consultation is always free. Call for your appointment at 817-328-1922. That's 817-328-1922. 1922.
Our sister station 94.9 KLTY's Celebrate Freedom 27 from Interstate Batteries, Saturday, June 24th at South Fork Ranch with Britt Nicole, Zach Williams, Stars Go Dim, sponsored by Interstate Batteries, North Texas Chevy Dealers, Cornerstone Staffing, Care Now, and Splash Kingdom. Come out for the free Children's Village and $20 all-you-can-play all-day inflatable rides. It's all at Celebrate Freedom 27.
Hi, folks. Bill Thomas here with Accurate Foundation Repairs. If you think your home has foundation issues, we'll send one of our highly trained technicians out to give you a free, accurate assessment of your home's foundation at no charge. Accurate Foundation Repair is the only company in the industry that has its warranty backed up by a third-party insurance company. Structure home warranty. Call Accurate Foundation Repair now, 972-623-2500, or on the web at AccurateFoundationRepair.com.
Accurate Foundation Repair. We give you a lift for the whole lot less.
660 AM, The Answer.
And now, America's #1 show on pop culture and politics. This is the Michael Medved Show.
And another great day, another great week, in fact, in this greatest nation on God's green earth. A great week to pursue the great debate. The debate between Trump and Schumer, or between Trump and Putin, or between Trump and Merkel. No, the debate between Trump and Spicer. It's getting nasty. We will get to that in just a moment. They just concluded the White House press briefing moments ago, and Sean Spicer has directly challenged the president. Again, one of the reasons that I am not sure that Sean Spicer is going to survive as press spokesman. 1-800-955-1776 is our phone number. It's also a day when the world has voted on King Arthur. No, I'm not talking about the actual king. I'm talking about the big new $300 million movie that was just released. And the vote, it's decisive. We will bring you the latest on that. We'll also talk about two new studies reported sympathetically in the New York Times, of all places, that show that the gender pay gap is not because of sexism, that women get paid less because, we'll tell you why coming up on the Medved Show, and also a big new report on why the Census Bureau is scaring some Americans needlessly, helping other Americans on the left celebrate prematurely with its reports of a minority majority nation. This is explosive stuff. We will get to that on the Michael Medved Show. First up, the President of the United States continues to speak about his new director for the FBI.